Hi everyone. The story I have for you today is called Speak Up. Think about that for a minute. What do you think it means to speak up? Do you have a guess about what this book might be about? There's a couple different things that someone might mean if they say speak up. One is that it might mean like speak up, like speak louder. If someone can't hear you, they might say, speak up, I can't understand. There's another thing it might mean though, and that is that if you notice something that is unfair to somebody or unkind, then you can speak up and say what you're noticing and say maybe if you have ideas for how to solve the problem. So if someone is getting treated in a bad way, or if you notice rules that are hurting some people, you can speak up and say what you're noticing that doesn't seem kind or fair, and that might help people. Or if someone is treating you unfairly, you can also speak up. So this is written by Miranda Paul and illustrated by Ebony Glenn. Speak up. There are times we should be quiet. There are days for letting go. But when matters seem important, speak up. Let others know. With so many ways to speak up, like a sign, a smile, a shout. If we could make things better, why not let our words come out? When you're being introduced, so like if you're new somewhere and people are letting other people know who you are, when you're being introduced and they get your name all wrong, speak up, say your name. You are you and you belong. So make sure your name is an important part of who you are. You want to make sure that if someone makes a mistake and they don't say it the right way, you should let them know so that they can get it right next time. When someone spreads a rumor, do you know what a rumor is? It's like a thing that's not true. And so it looks like this boy, I'm noticing, has some brown parts. He got something brown on his pants. And these kids are all whispering, kind of maybe saying mean things about what could be on his clothes. But this little boy seems to know what happened. Look at that. He was playing soccer and he fell in the mud. So they shouldn't really be whispering or saying anything mean about him, right? So it seems like he knows they're saying something that's not true. So it says, when someone spreads a rumor and you're sure it isn't true, speak up, state the facts. Truth can open up our view. So that was good. He told those kids the truth, and now everyone's playing and having fun together. No one's being mean. When a rule just isn't fair or has gotten much too old, speak up, work for change. Justice comes when we are bold. We're going to be talking more about that this week. Sometimes you might notice that things aren't fair in your family or in your school, but sometimes even the laws that we have in our country can be unfair and they can hurt people. And so if you notice big things like that, that's also a good time to speak up and say what you think would be right and kind for everyone. When a person wounds another, so if they hurt someone, with their words or with their fist, speak up. Be an ally. An ally is like a friend and a helper. Safety comes when we persist. If you see someone who's lonely, take a look and see who looks lonely here. Can you see anyone who doesn't have anybody to be with? When you see someone who's lonely or they're having a bad day, speak up. Share a moment. Kindness goes a long, long way. Looks like he's feeling better now that they invited him to sit with them at their table. When you make a small mistake, she bumped her milk. Even if you didn't know, speak up, say you're sorry, learn to listen, learn to grow. When you have a special day or you're given something neat, speak up, shout your thanks. Gratitude makes life so sweet. When you're sad or packed with feelings and the world seems dark and gray, speak up, ask for help. Friendship chases clouds away. When trees and creatures suffer from our quick and careless choices, so look, people are littering. That's not good for the earth or for animals. Speak up, rally others. Nature needs our mindful voices. When you know a scary secret about someone getting hurt, speak up, tell a grown up. Courage sometimes means you blurt. So if you know somebody's getting hurt or something bad is happening, make sure that you tell a grown up that you can trust, like a teacher or a parent. When the group is taking one path, but you know it's not the way, it looks like the teacher or somebody had to leave for a minute and all these kids are not doing the right thing. They're supposed to be waiting for the story. Speak up, change directions. Leaders don't always obey. So look at that. We were talking about leaders yesterday, and look at what she did to be a leader. She knew that they were supposed to be reading a story instead of doing things like making paper airplanes. So she thought, okay, I can be a leader. I can read to the class. While some people speak up loudly and your words might whisper quiet, one voice can make a difference. So don't hesitate. Go try it. The end. So I hope you'll try to pay attention and notice if there's any times when somebody who's around you maybe is feeling sad, or if someone is treating another person in a way that is not very kind or fair to them. I hope you'll think back to this book and think about how you can speak up and help whoever is not being treated nicely. All it takes sometimes is one person being kind and making a good choice, and then a lot of times other people will follow their example and they will also start to make better choices. And I can't wait to see you trying it and thinking about what choices other people are making that are good, and what rules we have that are good, or what rules we might have or rules you've heard of that might be unfair, and how we can be good friends to people and help make sure that things are fair to everyone and everyone is treated kindly. So start to think about that. You can do some writing and drawing about it too to show us, and we will talk to you about it soon.